Defining urban resilience may sound easy because we all know about the slogan, building resilient city, referring to be prepared and adapt to shocks and stresses, recover from disasters. However, if from one side it's easy to grasp this almost metaphorical meaning of being resilient, being adaptive, it's far more complex to precisely define what's a resilient city and what it takes to actually increase city resilience. In fact, current definition of urban resilience, they're so broad, they mix different approaches and characteristics of resilience within the same definition. Resilient City Network, for example, grounded on the work on the former Rockefeller Foundation 100 Resilient City program, they define urban resilience as the capacity of individuals, communities, institutions, businesses, and systems within a city to survive, to adapt, and to grow no matter what kind of chronic stresses or acute shock they experience. The emphasis here, as you can see, is on capacities of a variety of factors to actually survive and grow. And from another side, Human Habitat, through the Resilience Hub, they define resilience introducing a quite different aim and nuanced conceptual characteristics, because they refer to the measurable ability of any urban system within its inhabitant to maintain continuity through all shocks and stresses, while positively adapting and transforming towards sustainability. This is key. As you can see, in this case, the definition is more complex, but the emphasis is not just on adapting to survive and grow. But the key goal here is adaptation looking towards sustainability. Also, they introduced the term positively adapting, implied there is the need of specifying which adaptation is required within the definition, knowing that there is also a negative and not just a positive side of adaptation. I don't want to open here a Pandora box about that and maladaptation, but indeed, many adaptations failed in past, leading to unintended negative consequences, being labeled as maladaptation. That's why UN call for a positive adaptation and transformation towards sustainability when they refer to these measurable abilities. And if from one side UN suggests to define urban resilience as something measurable, many academics would argue that urban resilience is actually a matter of political choices more than metrics. Measuring adaptive capacity outcome is critical, still very hard, and covering mainly some physical aspect of the city resiliency, while understanding who should be adaptive or what within the city should be adapted to which threat. This poses the issue of truly defining your city resiliency. It's not just the who and what need to be resilient, the community, which group, or the infrastructure, the assets, the economy, but beyond the who or what, there is also a how to be adaptive. I'm not referring here just to UN definition and distinction about positive or maladaptive practices, but on the approaches used for adaptation. You could withstand a shock, recover quickly, a lot of examples of recovering cities from fires, earthquake, and how city bounce back in history and recover from these disasters. But you could also understand adaptation as a preventive adaptation and transformation of your system, not just the capacity of rebuilding back or resist. So all these different approaches are coexisting in some definition of urban resilience, so that maybe the best way to define and understand resilience is through asking yourself the question, resilience of what, to what, and how? This is how you could really define resilience in your city.